Hello and welcome to Titanfall Weekly. I am Lorenzo Valoria here with
Hollander Cooper.
And we've been playing a crap ton of the beta. This
Boy,
entire
have
weekend.
we.
Yeah, and we got a few complaints, a little fixes that we think that Respawn can make.
Don't get us wrong.
Yeah.
Genuinely enjoyed the beta, put in like 8 hours, not just because it's my job. It wasn't my job to play until 3 in the morning last night.
It's fun as hell.
It's really fun, and it is, I'm feeling memories of old school Call of Duty, of back before there were too many dogs running around.
Yeah.
And it was all about just
getting kills and having fun.
And I love it, but yeah, some caveats.
Yeah. So first thing that I want to talk about is the AI. So
Yes.
The AI, for you, those of you that don't know, there's just these AI minions that run around. There could be like 20, 30 of them maybe on the map.
They're a really cool addition.
Yeah. So they'll run around, they'll shoot at players, they'll try to capture points, and they'll just kind of get in the way. But they're a little dumb.
They're pretty dumb, and they have to be kind of dumb because I don't think you want to get killed by minions all the time. But there's a difference between kind of dumb and roll a clip of me running around and kicking like 7 of them in the head all in the same room.
Yeah.
Like they're like there's
Little
I feel
to
like
no
they need to have some awareness.
Right.
It feels like they're all just blind, and there's not as much satisfaction when you run into a room and kill them as there would be if they were at least paying attention. It feels like they're all just checking their phones.
Yeah, I like how they're easy to kill. You could have the auto pistol and just target a bunch of them and just knock down 6 of them.
And it's so fun.
It's amazing. It's amazing to do that kind of stuff. But you know, if they would be a little bit more of a threat, if you ran into a room with 4 to 6 of them and they started shooting at you, you could really die.
Even if they did a little less damage.
Right.
The fact that they're not even aware of their surroundings, you might as well be shooting bottles off of like fences as you go around. Another pet peeve, the parkour is super cool, but even after playing it for hours, I still feel like it's difficult to know exactly what your parkour limitations are, I guess.
The momentum is kind of hard to get your hands on, get your head wrapped around, because you know, you could be jumping on a sign and, you know, running along it and jumping off, and you're not sure if you're going to make it to your target point
every time. Yeah, and the
lack
of fall damage makes it so it's not that bad. But it's also like the difference between running straight up a wall versus running diagonally on a wall. Sometimes it doesn't do what you feel like it should do. That could be a learning curve. The game has a really high skill ceiling, which I like. It could also be that there's not a great indicator because it's a first-person game. When you're running on a sign, you're just kind of like, like there's no
just sideways
on-screen like little, like you know how some games will have a silhouette of whether or not you're crouching or going prone or standing. Something along those lines for what you're doing parkour-wise might help make it a little easier. Maybe you can turn it off once you're pro skills.
Yeah, I've definitely had a lot of fun with it, like just running for, you know, the entire map basically. On Angel City. I was able to get halfway through the map without touching the ground. It works well, but there's just those little bits where it's just, this doesn't work quite right.
Yeah, another weird thing is the freaking party system on Xbox One.
Yeah. Well,
God, they said they're gonna fix it.
It's being worked on.
But last night, I was trying to play with some friends, and I guess we're gonna post this later in the week. So a few nights ago, I was trying to play with some friends, and I spent a lot more time playing hit A and watch a circle spin until it says you've attempted to reconnect 20 times and it didn't work because your friends are in a game even though they're not. Simulator. Then I actually spent falling some Titans.
Yeah, new console stuff, and you know, I hope they fix this before the launch. But
it's just getting into a party of the hassle. It's more of a complaint about the Xbox One, but considering the fact that the Xbox One is sort of the lead SKU for this game, I know PC fans, it's coming out on PC too. It's going to be great. You guys are awesome. Steam groups, or actually Origin. Yeah. Maybe you're up there. But Microsoft has to fix that if they expect to replicate the feeling of playing old school Call of Duty, because that's one of the reasons it was so fun. It was so easy to jump into a lobby with friends and start going.
And you could play with your friend. If you could jump in, play, you know, with 6 of your friends, just all Titans, you just organized, it would just be an amazing experience. And then one of our other concerns was the Titan inconsistencies. So there's been some times where you know, you jump onto a back rodeoing a Titan. You could pull out your Sidewinder missiles, start shooting at it, and I've actually killed a Titan that way.
Ruined it.
And then sometimes the missiles just explode in your face and kill you.
One shot in. I feel like I feel like if it did a little damage each time to you, there's a certain risk reward of like I can get 4 shots off. But I feel like it's either I'm able to shoot a full clip in with no damage being done to me, or on the first shot I die.
Yeah.
And if if one shot with the Sidewinder into the back of this thing kills me, don't let me even do it.
Yeah, why can't we pull this thing out? Yeah, I don't think you could pull out the giant one. I haven't tried that yet. Let us know if you've tried that.
Two-handed weapon. That'd be really just a weird
you're just
balance.
like grip with your thighs, I guess. But
Really strong leg muscles. Yeah, it's kind of difficult. Also, I love the burn cards. Maybe they need to have a better way to organize them. And also, do I really need like 17 different upgraded pistols? I know I can click the shoulder buttons or the triggers to get rid of them, but it feels like the game will continue to give you really crappy ones. And the fact that there's no way to organize it means you're sitting there in between matches like, oh yeah, definitely really care about an upgraded sniper rifle. This game knows that I haven't used a sniper rifle once in this game, but the upgraded one is going to be the thing that really sells me on it.
Well, maybe in the final game there will be more different types of burn cards, and they just have a limited set for the beta. But if it does continue this way, it would kind of suck. Because I racked up 25 burn cards within a few matches, and I just didn't know what to do with them.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these problems are more of pet peeves, and a lot of them are probably going to be addressed or fixed by the time the game comes out. So again, these are things that we hope. It's a beta. That's why they call it beta. That's why we're not playing a finalized version of the game. These are just things that we really hope are at least addressed, or if they're not, that it's just sort of on us for not learning them yet.
Right. So yeah, that's what our concerns were about the beta so far. If you guys have played the beta, a lot of people got on that thing. I know, like all of my friends.
I have a friend who bought a code for $25 the day before they all went free. Yeah, good work, Mike.
Yeah, great job on that one. But if you played the beta, let us know what your concerns were or are, and what you think they will fix by the time the game comes out. And make sure you like, subscribe, do all those awesome things that you can do below. Leave a comment, and we'll see you next week.
While he's cleaning the blood off of this beautiful looking Titan, I should probably tell you how to watch other Games Radar videos on YouTube. Right up here, you're gonna watch last week's episode of Titanfall Weekly, and down here, you can click and watch another show, Super Smash Bros. Wii U Weekly, that I'm actually on with Henry Gilbert. You can also like and was that a piece of brain? You can like and subscribe and all that stuff down there. You should probably just hire somebody to clean that thing. It's really gross.